Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the inaugural episode of CUECast. This is a communication podcast to get you the most up-to-date information on things to apply for CUE, places to go for CUE, events to attend for CUE, committees to join for CUE. We know that you don't have the time all the time to watch a video. We know that you may not be checking your email because it is the summer, but you may want to listen to a podcast. So we are giving you a multi-modality experience to have the information from CUE brought to you. Before we get started, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. My name is Joe Marquez. I am Director of Academic Innovation for CUE and super excited to bring these episodes to you. And my partner in CUEmmunication, Jason. Jason, please introduce yourself.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. It's a great day.
Thanks for that wonderful introduction. My name is Jason Soliskar, and I'm CUE's Director of Affiliate Engagement and Exhibitor Relations. So I'm here to support affiliates and get some exhibitors into our events. So glad to be here, Joe. Yeah, glad to be your partner in crime.
Yes, partner in CUEmmunication, right? We all know that communicating is an important part of our organization, and we know everybody receives communications best in many different ways, just like our parents in the classroom. Right? We can't just send an email out and expect them to have all read it, right? We can't have a web page and expect them to all go to it. We have to have multiple ways of entrance to that communication. So that's one of the reasons we wanted to create these shows, right, Jason?
Absolutely. That way you can, you don't have to be watching a screen while you're driving your car. You listen on your long drives. All that information that you want from CUE can be in another format. And so that's what we're trying to do here is just create another format to share that communication, for all the married folk out there, we know communication is key, right, Joe?
No, absolutely. And we want to make sure that you get the communication in the best modality that fits you. Now, you will be able to view this live. We have a lot of viewers right now, but you can also view this or listen to this, view it with your ears, as I would say, on all your favorite podcasting applications, or what I like to say is where all your pods are casted. And so these episodes will always air at the beginning of the week, and then we will post towards the end of the week in the podcast. So be looking out for the CUEcast podcast in the app where your pods are casted. So Jason, what do you think? Let's get started.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So let's start off with the elephant in the room. Fall CUE. Fall CUE is upon us. Fall CUE is going to be happening on October 23rd and 24th at Teachers College of San Joaquin in Stockton, California. And we are having registrations happening right now. Right, Jason?
Absolutely. Yeah. So just go to that link, CUE.org/fall. You'll see all the registration information for you to look over and see, and you can just push the button and get registered. Or go to your district and tell all the teachers at your district that CUE Fall is available and ready to get registered for.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just like Jason said, go to CUE.org/fall. All the information is there. If your school wants to bulk register multiple educators at once, we have that ability as well. So just let your administrators know that you want to see and be a part of your CUE community at Fall CUE on the 23rd and 24th. And we have a lot of cool things happening there, right?
Yeah, we have lots of cool things. And mind you, this is in person. This is going to be a hybrid event. So you'll be able to get the community back together, so to say. We'll get all of our friendly faces back together in one place under one roof. And then this will be also hybrid as well. We'll have a virtual component to it, so you can watch it from wherever you're at as well. So that's going on. And so one of those things that's going to be going on in person is meet the authors and meet the podcasters. And so if you have your favorite podcaster, they might be there at Fall CUE, or your favorite educational author, they'll probably be there too. So they're going to be there at Fall CUE, sharing their books, their podcasts, their knowledge of that. And Joe, what else are you going to be sharing?
Well, we're also going to be doing CUE Live, right? In the name, CUE Live. And we want to be interviewing all of the educators who are attending Fall CUE and asking them why they are coming, or what is the passion behind their attendance. So you can be a part of CUE Live. So you will be receiving, when you register, a follow-up email that says, would you like to be a part of CUE Live? Would you like to be interviewed? And you could be on the CUE Live episodes that will be happening during Fall CUE. And as Jason mentioned, the Meet the Podcasters and Meet the Authors, we know a lot of Q members are podcasters and Q members are authors. I know Lisa Nowakowski, Jeremiah Rouge, John Carippo, Atticat, right? They all have their own books, amazing books. They can come because they are community members and they can present their books as well. So they will be community books and community podcasters that are there. So we absolutely love for that to happen. So it is a huge celebration of us, of educators that are doing these things because we love to do them. And so I absolutely love that. Now, Jason, can you tell people if they, instead of just attending, if they want to present, how they can do that as well?
So yeah, if you are eager to present or have present and have presented before and just need to know where you need to go, all you have to do is submit your session at CUE.org/submit. That's the portal. That's you can put all your information there, all your session information in there. You can put half of your session in there and save it, and then even go back later and edit it later on. So and then you can submit it, and then you up to the due date, you can edit that submission as well. So you don't have to put on a doc or do a lot of pre-planning. You can do it right in the portal if that's your way of planning. But easy way to get your submissions into the portal for the submission process.
Yeah, I mean, the days of the Google form and trying to have everything done at once are over. It reminds me of like back in the day when you were playing Super Mario Brothers, and if you wanted to finish the game, you had to finish it all in one sitting. There was no save mode. Those days are over. We have a save cartridge. We have a save mode. So in CVent, you can start it. You can go back to it. Just remember, it has to be finalized and submitted by July 28th. Right? So you can have it on pause, you can have it on hold, but make sure you have that submission finalized and completed by July 28th.
Yeah. Those were frustrating days, by the way, those not saving those video games.
Well, by the way, though, Google Forms now does have that ability to go back and adjust your form. That is coming out very shortly. So Google Forms is also catching up with the times also.
And there's your tech tip for the day.
There's the tech tip for the day. Now, speaking of submissions, we know that a lot of members kind of like to have a little bit extra information on what will help me get my submission accepted. What is the best way to write an abstract? Is my title catchy enough, but points to what my actual chat or presentation is going to be about? So because of that, Jason and I have created a speaker mentorship program. Now, we did have our first meeting in early July. We had our first meeting, or maybe late June, and we did record that. So if you'd like to go to CUE.org/submit, we have that recording embedded there, and we talked about tips and tricks on how best to submit your session. But fret not, if you missed that session, we are going to have a follow-up session on July 22nd at 4 p.m. Pacific time, so that we can kind of have a abstract reading. You can ask us questions. You can dive deep. We're going to have some session readers there to kind of pick their brain on what they're looking for. So if you want to have an ability to ask before you submit, right? Try before you buy. That is what you're going to want to be doing there on the 22nd. But the mentorship program doesn't stop there, right, Jason? What else are we going to have coming down the pipe in our CUE mentorship program?
So in addition to just the link and the things that Joe just mentioned, is that later on, you'll have a chance to partner up with a mentor and they'll walk you through the process of presenting. So if you are first-time presenter or just need some tips and tricks about how to next level up your presentation, that next process of the mentorship will be there. So we'll help you through that process, asking questions, how to be more engaging, walk in the crowd, all that, how to set up your deck. Those might be simple, but for some people that might be something they want to just upgrade. I know as a presenter, I always wanted to work the crowd. And so I wish that I had a mentor to kind of work the crowd for me.
Yeah, and adding to that, we also have a program that we can connect you one-on-one with a CUE mentor. So if you wanted to go to the link, cuelearns.org/mentee, you can sign up and say, hey, Q, I love what you're doing. I want to amplify who I am. I would love to be connected with a Q mentor to kind of amplify my game, to have somebody to bounce ideas off of, to really get involved in the Q community. Go to qlearns.org/mentee and you can sign up to do that. Now, you may be saying, wait a minute, I want to be a mentor. I want to be somebody that helps these new Q members. Well, we got a submission for you as well. If you go to qlearns.org/mentor, you can sign up to be a Q mentor. It's all about sharing the passion. It's all about paying it forward. It's all about speaking those encouraging words to one another and lifting each other up. And so that's what this program is all about. So as Jason said, you can join us for the hour kind of workshop sessions, and then that could be your mentorship program. But if you want to get connected, this is another way, by doing qlearn/mentor to be a mentor, or qlearns.org/mentee to be a mentee as well. We are super excited about this program. Anything to add on to that, Jason?
Sorry, Joe?
Anything to add on to the mentorship program?
And other than we're just excited to kind of lift up new voices and kind of bring some presenters that might be presenting at the affiliate level, or just doing cool things. They just want to share, and they just need an entry point and some help along that process. Because again, just in that link in the video that we had for the first time on the first session that we had, it was about the rubric and how do we look at the rubric and how do we build our session submission based on that rubric. And so go back and look at that. That's a good building block. And then we'll go on to the 22nd and talk about what's next steps as far as before the submission process and what you might need, what you're thinking about, things like that. So this is kind of a nice little process to kind of help people along the submission process. And then once you get there, once you get accepted, then you'll be able to be part of that process as well.
Absolutely. And Jason, you are the director of affiliate engagement, right? And so this part of the program is where we would talk a little bit about affiliate events coming up. Is there anything you want to talk about at this moment, or are we going to add that at a future episode?
We got a couple of affiliate events going on. They're going to be having some events on August 2nd. Gold Coast Q is going to have their Rockstar 2021 August 2nd. You can go to Gold Coast Q's website and find out more information about that. But they're having local events. Our local affiliates, they usually have awesome events, usually all the time. Awesome events locally and regional. We have 21 different affiliates throughout the state of California. And so they put on events there. So if you're looking for professional development there as well, they have sessions, events going on with a bunch of sessions as well. So August 2nd, Gold Coast Q is having their event. September 11th, Coachella's happening down in Coachella Valley. And so if you want to know more about those events and further events coming forward as the summer kind of ends and affiliates gets kicked up in the fall, they'll be at q.org/events on the events calendar. So if you're looking for more affiliate events, they'll be listed there as well.
Excellent. And for affiliate leaders out there, remember, you make sure Jason knows about your events so we can put them on the program and we can push them out. If there's any links or there's any registration links you want, let us have those as well. We'll post them up on the channel. This is your CUEmmunication right here. We will partner with you to get that out there. Speaking of which, go ahead, Jason.
And I was just going to add, so yeah, affiliates, let us know when your events are happening. We'll go ahead and help tweet them out on the Facebook and on Twitter and all the different places too, to kind of share out what's going on in your local area as well.
Excellent. And speaking of being a community, we do have a community show called Super Shares. Now, Super Shares is an episode by members for members to give like best tips, best tricks, best practices, best routines for distance learning, hybrid learning, face-to-face learning, blended learning, all the above. And we really want you to be the star of those episodes. Now, we know it's summer. We know you had an incredibly difficult 2020, 2021 year. And we know that it's time for a break. And so it's okay if you can't do it now. But we have episodes already planned all the way through October for you so that you can sign up for. So please jump on to qlearns.org/supershares so that you can sign up and share your best practices, to share your favorite tools, to share your favorite routines, because we absolutely want you to be the star. These are your shows, and we want to give you a platform to showcase your amazingness. So definitely go and sign up, QLearns.org/supershares to be a part of those episodes. Now, we have one last thing for you, and it is about a committee. Jason, take it away.
Yeah, so CUE has several committees, and one of them is the CUE Awards Committee. And so you might have heard of the awards program. So every year, educators get recognized in the CUE at Spring CUE for their innovation in the classroom. And so there's a whole process with that. And so the awards committee, they look at all the submissions, and you probably heard of shout outs, you probably heard of the affiliate awards. Well, there's a committee that looks at everybody, and they need help. And so they're looking for a couple of new members for their affiliate committee, or I'm sorry, not affiliate committee, awards committee. I got affiliates on the mind there, Joe. But the awards committee. And so I think Joe has the link right there, scrolling across there, CUElearns.org/awards.com. Go ahead and apply if you're interested in joining the awards committee and know that process and be part of that process of selecting educators that need that recognition or want that recognition or deserve that recognition for what they're doing in the classroom.
Absolutely. And CUE is all about celebrating the amazingness of our educators in California and beyond. And we want you to be celebrated. And that's why the awards committee is a very important committee for our organization. And everybody asks, how can we be a part of this committee? This is how you can be a part of this committee. Apply today so that we can put you in the running to be a part of this amazing committee, so that we can lift up our educators and showcase their amazingness. Well, Jason, that's it. These episodes are short and sweet. We try to get them to the point. That was fast. I want everybody to remember all of the links that we talked about will be in the chat. And if you are listening to this on a podcast, all of the links will be posted in the show notes. So make sure you check those show notes for all the links of everything that we have talked about. And again, if you are a CUE member, if you are a CUE affiliate member, please send us things that we need to share out to our community, because this is an episode. These episodes are for you. These are our CUEmmunication to make sure that you are getting the latest and greatest of everything CUE has to offer, and all the different committees that you can join, and all the different opportunities we have for you. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you so much for being an amazing person. And thank you so much for being a part of one of the greatest communities in the world. And that is the CUE community. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thanks for listening.